Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I got a new video, and I got a new video I'm talking about. So, alright, let's go. I'm gonna get straight into it. Today, I wanted to talk about something that I know a lot of people can relate to, and that's dating in 2026. And guys, I gotta say, let's be real. Dating right now, I'm gonna be sure you, is horrendous. It is bad. Like, seriously, come on. I really think this is one of the worst times to try and find something real. Yeah, obviously, there's those rare cases. Some people still get into relationships, and that's amazing, and you should probably stay in them. But for a lot of us, this whole dating scene is just so exhausting. Like, for me, I'm an example of that. Let's see what we got. So times are changing, and a lot of people got social anxiety and don't go out and talk to girls anymore. So we've been using dating apps. We got dating apps, ghosting, mixed signals, people wasting your time, people acting interested and then randomly switching up, people wanting attention but not wanting anything real. This is all just a big mess. And I'm saying that as someone who's been a victim of it too. I was ghosted a lot of times by girls I thought who were cool. They seemed like it, and then an ordinary and then after the date, I just got completely ghosted. Never heard a response back. And yeah. I was on dating apps also thinking maybe this time it'll be different, just to end up feeling drained again. And I've dealt with people seeming interested, then out of the nowhere, acting different and just disappearing. And I know I'm not the only one. You guys probably have stories too. I have a lot of stories too about it, getting ghosted and stuff. Because that's normal. And it's crazy. This is crazy. And that's why I feel like this topic is so relatable, because a lot of people are dealing with this and just not saying it out loud. And the one thing I've noticed is that, like, if you got like dating apps, specifically like the main three, like Tinder, Hinge, Bumble, those apps are bad. Especially can really mess with your confidence if you let them. Because if you're not getting any of the matches you want, and people aren't responding, or things keep going nowhere, after a while you start thinking something's like wrong with you. Like, am I too ugly? It's too short? Or my picture's bad? And that's the dangerous part, because now it's just not dating anymore. Now it's starting to affect how you see yourself. And you start overthinking everything, the way you look, the way you text, your height, your personality, a lot of that. And you start wondering why it seems so easy for other people. Things are so different for you. And you become desperate, which isn't good. You start going after the girls you don't even like, which is something you should definitely not do. And after bad experiences, that stuff just gets in your head. All this, and you start accepting stuff you normally wouldn't accept. You start giving attention to people you don't even really like that. Like girls who are fat, girls who are like smokers or fat, or example, just because you want something to work, a person to talk to, just that craving for love, just because you want to feel chosen, just because you're tired of feeling overlooked. And that's terrible. Okay, and this is real, because I think a lot of people, especially a majority, I'm gonna say are guys. We can all relate to that. Girls, they've got it easy. They've got it way easier than us. We don't really talk about how much modern dating can mess with us mentally. A lot of men act like getting ghosted or ignored or no matches doesn't affect them, but it definitely does and hurts. because you feel like you're not worth anything and like nobody likes you or wants you, and that's rough. And because when you keep putting yourself out there and it keeps going nowhere with girls, eventually you start questioning yourself. And at a point, I had to ask myself, is this helping me find something real, or is it just making me feel worse while I keep chasing the idea of it? And honestly, for a lot of people, it's the second one. But I don't know. I think the answer is not, I don't think the answer is to become cold or bitter. I was in that phase where I started like hating girls and like got like into my villain phase. But you do need to go through that eventually, cause and you start to see yourself differently and respect yourself more. But I don't think the answer is to start playing games just like everyone else is doing it. I think the answer is to just move smarter. Stop letting dating apps decide your worth. Stop chasing people that are clearly unsure about you. Stop ignoring red flags just because someone looks good. Yeah. And stop giving energy to people who only give you the bare minimum. Because if someone actually likes you, you don't have to be confused all the time. They'll message you and you'll know. That's something I had to learn too when I was in relationships and talking to girls. Mixed signals will have you wasting so much time if you let them. And a lot of us are not even hurt over straight up rejection. We're hurt over almost, or maybe, or people giving us just enough to stay interested, then pulling back. That's why boundaries matter. You gotta get to a point where inconsistency turns you off instead of making you chase harder. We're gonna need to be at a point where being alone feels better than entertaining people who drain you. And another thing is, you honestly, you need a life outside of dating. Stop thinking about girls all the time. I know girls. Stop thinking about relationships all the time. I know it's like a big thing in life, and you're seeing all these couples together. But when your whole mood depends on whether someone texts you back, dating has way too much control over your emotions. But when you have your own goals, your own routine, your own peace, your own confidence, dating stops feeling like your whole world, and it becomes a bonus, not your lifetime. And also, I think people also need to bring back honesty, real honesty. If you want something serious, say that. If you want something casual, say that. If you're not ready, say that too. A lot of people waste each other's time just because they're bored, lonely, or want attention. And that's crazy. And this is a big part of why dating feels so fake right now. So yeah, dating in 2026 is complicated. I really do believe that. I was really struggling for real this year. If I'm gonna be real, I'm gonna be honest. But you can't give up. You gotta keep putting yourself out there. Try to get to club. Try to get to like events, or like meet people or your friends. Ask them to introduce people to you. I feel like it's like social media that like changes the way dating is for us. But if you limit yourself to social media and actually go outside, I feel like it's a little better, because girls don't actually judge you for who you are they don't judge you for who you are like on a screen. They actually get to meet the real you, which is something a lot better. Like, you can meet a girl who's like on a dating app and they won't give you the time of day. But if you meet them in real life, maybe you got a chance. Maybe there's an opportunity, and they'll give you the time of day. So yeah, dating apps definitely like change the way girls' perspectives are, and they feel like they've got like more privileges. Oh yeah. And so yeah, I don't think that means love is dead. I just think it means you have to protect your peace more now. You You have to be more intentional, more aware, more disciplined, because if not, this dating scene will have you settling for less and questioning yourself, your worth over people who were never right for you in the first place. And nobody's worth that. The right person is not going to leave you constantly confused. The right person is not going to make you beg for effort, clarity, or respect. So yeah, dating right now is a mess, but don't let the mess turn you into something you're not. Because at the end of the day, being alone with peace is way better than dealing with someone who drains you. And if you've been frustrated, overlooked, or just tired of how dating feels right now, trust me, you're not the only one. We've all got our struggles. And trust me, you can do this. A lot of people feel this way. Sometimes it's not even you. Sometimes it's just the environment you're trying to find love in. So yeah, relationships are complicated, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna let it ruin how I see myself or how I love. And you shouldn't either. But I hope this helps you guys get a better picture of how the dating scene is and stuff. And just, give you awareness of what to do, and yeah. But that's all I got for you guys today. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.